another Astral Fissure. And it is here. Okay, looks like the message text is the same. And my enemy is Andrea. Yeah, it looks like it is custom characters. Interesting.
Battle 1.
Voldo.
Battle 2. Fight.
Pretty straightforward again. Okay. Oh, I forgot to check to see if the last one tipped me towards good or evil. Let's go for the good one this time.
Your soul surges in your
Still
body.
tipped towards good. Let's go back to, where is that? Athens? Yeah, I guess their headquarters in Athens. Shadow in the Dark. When I arrived, I told them how poorly things had gone. I see. Well, you will not be pleased to know that our efforts have been similarly disappointing. However, certain facts have become clear. Firstly, the Black Demon is said to use a sword. Secondly, it operates only at night. Thirdly, after analyzing our few eyewitness reports, we can now say with certainty that the demon's actions are similar to those of an outsider. This indicates that it is no longer in control of itself, so all this means... Dion paused. It is highly unlikely that if the organization found out, they would classify the demon as an outsider. ... If the Black Demon is indeed Groh, we all need to prepare ourselves to accept that. Natalie and I are doing what we can to keep this information quiet for now. Dion unraveled a map on the table. This may help somewhat. It shows every location where the Black Demon has been sighted. We have removed irrelevant sighting locations from this map based on the skill level of the victims, the appearance and weapon used by the assailant, and so on. However, the dearth of witnesses means we cannot guarantee the validity of our information. The three of us shared our thoughts as we looked over the map. Despite talking for hours, we could not reach any concrete conclusions on where or how to continue our search. The data was just too scarce. I have been wondering, what did Groh do before joining Avol? Natalie's question was sudden and unexpected. I believe Sir Groh had always been part of the organization. Not quite. It is true that he was raised by the organization from a young age, but if I remember correctly, he and Sir Curtis were from the same area. Well, in that case, I suppose Sir Groh is somewhere in Scandinavia. So it's unclear how exactly he came to join Avol. Thinking back, Groh had spoken about missing his homeland and let slip that he endured fierce blizzards there. It would make sense if he was from somewhere in the north. We will continue our investigations. You do the same. Keep your wits about you. The information we have on the Black Demon suggests it is no ordinary outsider. Even if you find it, approach with caution and retreat at the first sign of danger. Remember, you are not alone. I nodded and then set out once again. Shadow in the Snow, Scandinavian Peninsula. With the information I obtained from Dion and Natalie, I was able to surmise approximately where Groh's homeland was. Up to that point, I had been on a wild goose chase. I had learned some small things about the Black Demon, but had no true leads. This time, however, I had an inkling that I was headed in the right direction. Before me lay a sublimely beautiful sight, a rugged land of great glaciers and awe-inspiring vistas. The cold, however, was less pleasant. If I was careless, I'd freeze to death. I lit a fire, warmed myself by it as I waited for the sun to set. No moon shone in the sky that night. The soft snow seemed to absorb all around, silencing the calls of beast and bird. The crackling of my campfire seemed deafening. From afar, I heard footsteps crunching through the snow, the steady 1-2 rhythm indicating a human. I was unable to ascertain how far away they were, but they seemed to be headed towards me. Not wanting to take any chances, I readied my weapon. Footsteps grew nearer and then stopped. The fire crackled. I called out but received no reply. A piece of wood on the fire snapped with a loud crack. Whoa! A bestial cry filled the air, and a shadowy assailant jumped out of the darkness. I was barely able to deflect a lightning-fast slash. In the glow of the fire, I could just make out a swordsman in the black uniform of the Avol organization. His mad, blood-red eyes caught mine, and a chill ran up my spine. It was Groh. Twice, 3 times our weapons clashed. It was clear I was the prey and not the predator. Dion's words flashed through my mind. I kicked the logs on the fire into the air. A piece of burning wood struck Groh in the face, sending him reeling back. Quick as a flash, I turned and ran for my life. From behind me, I heard a terrifying howl echo through the chilly night air. As I feared, the Black Demon was indeed Groh. However, he had completely lost himself to malfestation, and his now unfettered strength was incredible. He was as strong as when he defeated Aswell, perhaps even stronger. It would have been foolish to try and overpower him. Should I seek the help of the Avol organization? No, there was another I should find first. Zasalamel. He taught me how to become strong enough to bring down Aswell and may know of a way to face Groh's might. Though I hated to leave Groh like this, I decided to search for Zasalamel. Advice. Stridesburg. It was no small feat trying to track down the scythe-wielding sage, but I somehow managed to locate him in Ostrainsburg. You. What do you want? I explained how I'd found Groh, but needed to know how to defeat him. That man was of great interest to me, despite his connection to the Avol organization. You do not need anything for him. He has lost all control and rampages like a mad bull. Though he has incredible strength now, it will wane in time. And when the last drop drains from him, death will claim his soul. I told Zasalamel how I'd promised to kill Groh should he turn. After a brief pause, Zasalamel spoke. The sword you used to kill Aswell may be able to strike down your malfested friend too. Can you still sense the sword? I closed my eyes and concentrated. It was faint, but the blade still called out to me. You may still be able to summon it. However, your task will not be easy. Then again, you already know that. This time you may have to sacrifice a good portion of your remaining life to manifest the sword. And if you fail, well, you will very likely perish. So think hard before you act. I told him I would fight Groh whatever the cost. Those of limited lifetimes often behave in strange ways. Very well, do as you please. In the blink of an eye, Zasalamel disappeared. I supposed he was finished with me. For now. Save him. Back in Athens. Before I faced down Groh, I decided to once again pay a visit to the Aval organization's base. I had no intention of asking for help, but thought I should explain my intentions. Sir Groh. Dion's eyes were filled with anguish. Black Demon's list of victims grows longer daily. It will soon be impossible to keep the rest of Aval in the dark. Eventually we'll have to speak about you too as part of a report on the Black Demon. That will be the point of no return. Even if it is true that his power will eventually wane and he will die, Aval will not stand idly by to watch that happen. Sir Groh's fate would be to die like an animal at the hands of his hunters without honor and as an outsider. I cannot bear even the thought of it. Is there really no other way? I cannot concede defeat just yet. I told Dion I wished to defeat Groh myself. He let out an enormous sigh. ... Then so be it. It is in your hands now. I shall delay my report to the organization. As I went to leave the room, Dion called out to me. Rhea, I leave Sir Groh's fate in your hands. I told him I would fulfill my promise to Groh and made my exit.